The monthly analytics report shows that these girls' uncontrolled idiocy has somehow stabilized the entire grapeseed sector. Small gangs have simply left the county. SecuroServ logistics corridors are now operating without any interference, and local hotspots have stabilized without direct intervention. This is either a statistical anomaly or the most unpleasant example of effective chaos I have ever seen.
At the bunker, everything started out very professionally. A screen, data, a route, and the words, "failed shipment," in the report. Some outside geniuses had managed to sink a supply truck near Elysian Island, and Dolly was supposed to simply pull whatever could still be saved out of that soggy tragedy. Dolly flew off to rescue the goods with the pride of a woman who had just found a rock-solid excuse not to clean the clubhouse. The ocean was restless, the Empire was waiting, and the rotors were singing something very optimistic. They say consistency is a sign of mastery, and in that department, our middle sister is absolutely unmatched. The Cargobob started smoking and crashed into the water exactly when she was only a few yards from the target, turning the rescue mission into yet another aquatic performance. Dolly climbed out of the cockpit at the last second. So now, at the bottom of the ocean, we have both the truck full of product and the helicopter that was supposed to pull it out. Underwater, Dolly finally saw the sunken truck that had started this whole mess. Somewhere inside that wet metal mistake were our supplies. Eventually, common sense and a lack of oxygen forced her back up into the dirty water of Elysian Island. No product, no helicopter. The good news, she found the truck. The bad news, the truck was still exactly where trucks absolutely should not be. Every step she took up those rusty port stairs proved that our family business had reached an entirely new level of expenses. Now we did not just need a coffee machine at Wonderama, we needed a whole dive team and a new budget for aviation disasters. Now she had to find a dry route, a dry phone, and preferably a dry explanation for Daisy. In our family, that is almost standard protocol after every simple operation. While Dolly was drying off and putting together an explanation for Daisy, Veronica Cruz had already received an alert about an off-schedule incident in the Elysian Island sector. She did not scream or grab her head. She simply picked up the keys to the dubster with a look like she was about to personally haul not supplies out of the ocean, but someone's incompetence. She arrived at the scene of our disgrace faster than I could come up with an excuse. Veronica quickly realized the cargo itself could not be saved anymore, but the truck's cab might still have emergency invoices and supply codes inside. Veronica Cruz dove into the dirty water of Elysian Island without a moment's hesitation. I'm not even sure she knows how to hesitate. Underwater, she found not just our truck, but a waterproof case with the paperwork, the authorization codes for the shipment. The exact codes we would need unless we wanted the replacement supply run to cost us a fortune. In her hands was our ticket back into the game, full cleanup of someone else's idiocy in a single swim. Somewhere deep down, she really does care about our empire, or she just does not want her quarterly report looking worse because of our failures. In that situation, I would demand at least a week off. Veronica Cruz had just saved our quarterly budget without saying a word to anyone. Now she was driving to us with wet proof that La Familia Colt had once again survived thanks to someone else's discipline. Near the Diamond Casino, the police had blocked the road like they were not catching criminals, but the very concept of traffic itself. In a normal world, a police roadblock means a delay. In Veronica Cruz's world, it means a quick assessment of the terrain, the slope angle, and the suspension's odds of survival. Cindy from the clubhouse kindly sent Veronica to our hydroponic weed farm, thinking we were running a serious agribusiness operation here. But instead of a thriving enterprise, Miss Cruz walked into a scene you probably will not find in any economics textbook.
I am not an agronomist, of course, but usually something is supposed to grow on a farm. If your business plan was to cultivate air, congratulations, you are market leaders. I hope you are not expecting the supplies to arrive by themselves. I brought the authorization codes. pulled them from the truck at the bottom near Elysian Island. Without them, a replacement supply run is impossible. But I am more interested in something else. When exactly were you planning to notice that the farm was empty?
I noticed 3 days ago. It is just that driving out for seedlings in this heat is beyond what I am willing to tolerate without proper moral and financial motivation.
Veronica, you simply do not see the deeper marketing potential here because marijuana leaves have an amazing anti-aging effect. I'm actually testing a new organic face mask brand from La Familia Cult.
You used production raw material for a cosmetic experiment?
Not all of it. She smeared some of it on her face, smoked some of it on live streams, and called the rest a pre-production prototype before mailing it to her followers as samples.
It is called brand diversification, Daisy. By the way, Veronica, you have a beautiful skin tone. You can take a sample.
No samples. Your resource deficit is creating noise in my reporting.
Veronica Cruz personally handled the delivery. That means two things. First, our flashes of genius have finally pushed her past the limit. And second, the La Familia Cult cosmetic face mask brand has just received a fresh batch of high-quality raw material.
Cruz, you do understand we're not paying you, right? Every dollar bill we have right now is already assigned to fixing old equipment and paying off the electric bill.
Consider it an investment in silence. I need your sector to stop generating alerts.
That is very noble, almost family-like. We are not just cowgirls anymore, Veronica. We are La Familia Cult, and gestures like this do not go unanswered. I offer you the status of honorary family member, with priority access to our coffee machine once it finally arrives.
Do not start an initiation ceremony, Dixie. She just brought us seedlings. She did not ask you to adopt her.
I'm just saying Veronica could become an honorary member of the family. Not an active one, of course. More like an elegant, terrifying ghost for corporate emergencies.
I am not joining your circus. I am simply not letting it burn down, because the ashes would also have to be entered into the system. I received a request to eliminate an illegal motorcycle club in Blaine County. I see a photo of Cowgirls MC. Send a clarification request. Which motorcycle club exactly? I need to know whether this is an official assignment or whether someone in the department simply mixed up the folders.
When SecuroServ confirmed the order to wipe us out, Veronica Cruz decided to rewrite the script her own way. Instead of driving to Grapeseed with a machine gun, she headed to Roger's scrapyard in La Puerta. The police had just cornered some dealers there, dealers who had rock-solid evidence against our motorcycle club. Her goal was to intercept the product and the documents before the detectives entered the name Cowgirls MC into the federal database. No case, no elimination. The problem was that the police had also come for that package, but with much simpler logic. Seize everything, write everyone up, and pin the blame on someone in a nice, clean way. Then came what I call real corporate magic. Veronica pushed through the tactical units with such cold precision, it was like she was simply crossing extra items off her to-do list. Bullets were flying from every direction, but her hair stayed flawless. Eventually, she reached the terrified courier and took the codes, invoices, and full document package. Enough paperwork to give the case against Cowgirls MC a legal foundation, or to make sure that foundation no longer existed. She left Roger's scrapyard just as quickly as she had appeared, leaving the police to count shell casings and question the meaning of life. Now SecuroServ had no documents proving we were a threat, while we had gained a corporate guardian angel with perfect posture and absolutely no desire to discuss it. Back at Arcadius, Veronica had everything she needed. Cowgirls MC were no longer the source of the problem. For the first time in history, Our motorcycle club had been saved not by friendship, not by family loyalty, and not by a brilliant Dixie cult plan.
Report this. Cowgirls MC does not pose an operational threat to SecuroServ interests. The documentary basis for elimination is absent. Recommended status: observation without intervention, an asset with non-standard behavior, but a positive stabilizing effect. And order me a new sanitizer.
She's helping us, Daisy. Veronica Cruz is our corporate guardian angel, just with a very cold stare and a terrible habit of documenting everything.
Angels usually do not wear body armor or smell like sanitizer, but yes, she is helping.
I am not on their side. I am on the side of balance. Balance just temporarily has their faces.